to the Sphere. Riveting content, empowering your life. This episode is sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, Dr. Ashandra Batiste understands that one of the biggest obstacles is dental fear. The vision at Elite Dental Wellness is to ensure every patient is treated with respect, ultimate care, patience, and love. Call us today to make an appointment at area code 713-789-8680. Elite Dental, Houston Housewives of Finance. For more information on increasing your cash flow, becoming your own money manager, and to schedule your complimentary personal finance strategy, contact the Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Hashtag, you guys. It's your girl, Tiffany Noco. You know what it is. Follow me on the gram at _Tiffany Noco. Everybody's in the building today, and we have a guest, a very, very interesting, real poppin' ass guest for y'all, okay? But before we can go ahead and roll the guest in, you know what it is. You got to see the rest of the crew. What's up, Sam?
Oh, man. I'm glad. It feels good to be back. Chris, Tiff. You know, I missed last week.
We missed you.
You know what I'm saying? Personal reasons. But, you know, first and foremost, make sure y'all follow me on all my social media platforms at Zane Tommy. That's Twitter, Snap, Instagram, all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad y'all tuned back into the hottest podcast on the net. But first off, Chris, what you got to say, man? Holla at him.
This nigga said the net. What is that? 1992, my G? God damn. It's your girl, Chrissy Vet. You can follow me at Shershay _La_Chris, all here at the bottom. Welcome back, Light Skin Lothario. Welcome to have you back.
Wow.
True. I still be
Wow. I was like, what was that?
Talking shit.
Who is that?
It's
Whoa.
him.
Okay, for sure. A little nickname and
But
shit.
I want to see who our guest is, though.
For sure. We finna get to that, okay? So, you know, we always have the dopest fucking guest, okay? So, let me go ahead and just roll in for y'all, and then she can tell you a little bit more about herself. We got my girl, K-Ro, in the building today, who is killing the music scene. And if you following her on IG, you know she doing that shit with the modeling. So, with further ado, because I know everybody want to know who I'm talking about, girl K-Ro in this hoe.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, K-Ro the Don. You can follow me on IG, KA2YsROE. YouTube channels, K-Ro TV. Twitter, no K-Ro, which is KA2YsROE as well. Thank you so much for having me. It's nice to meet all y'all.
No problem. Hey, but before we start, I got a question for you, though. How you get the name K-Ro? You was K-Ro in the pints? Like, what was you doing?
Okay, so
What was y'all here doing?
Okay, so I went to Stephen F. Austin, my first year of college. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so all my friends, like all my homies, was from Houston. Like we would always go to Houston every weekend. You know, and the thing is, before then, people was calling me black because I wore black every day. Black's my favorite color. So they were just like, finally the question came around because y'all know that imaginary beef Houston and Dallas people have.
Mm-hmm.
So
Lord.
they was like, K-Ro, where you from? No, they was like, black, where you from? And I was just like, oh, yeah, I'm from Dallas. It's originally, like, I'm from Fort Worth. Well, I was born in Oklahoma, but I grew up in Fort Worth. Yeah, I grew up in Fort Worth since, like, 4th grade. So, you know, when you from out of town, you say Dallas just because people don't know what that is. But, yeah, I was just like, oh, I'm from Dallas. Everybody, damn, yeah. Like, we've been kicking it weird, da-da-da-da-da. They was like, but, you know, the H fuck with you, though, so we're going to call you K-Bro. Like, you fake from the H. And I was just like, that was never going to stick.
Okay.
So then when I got into the whole DJing thing, from DJ K-Bro, yeah, it just went. So I was just like, bet.
Okay, that makes sense.
So it's like 7 years in now.
Okay, that's what's up.
I guess because I didn't give it to myself. So I was like, that's how nicknames usually go.
Yeah.
The good ones, at least.
Because I was not fucking with that hoe at first. I was just like,
That's cool. Oh, okay.
That's
Come
right.
on,
It
folks.
really
facts,
did stick
yeah.
in his hoe.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But
Yeah,
first of
man.
all, shout out to the nasty in this hoe. That's so crazy how I did not meet you until after
I know.
SFA. That's so nuts.
That's so crazy.
But anyway, okay, so everybody want to know just a little bit about you, what you're doing. Tell us, like, because I know you like doing your shit with the music, and it's fucking dope as well. First of all, if y'all haven't like heard her music, definitely go to her IG, click them links, because the shit popping in real life. But tell us a little bit like how you got into it. And I know you do a little bit of modeling stuff too, so tell us about it.
Well, first I was going down the DJ path. That's what I was wanting to do. And so I had the board that I was using. It's just, I don't know. I kind of just, I got over DJing, and I was just, I'm hearing all this music. You know, you hear so much different music, and it's just like, now it's like, damn, people saying just whatever, huh? I was like, let me try to write something, because I used to do like spoken word, like back in the day, like we go to lounges and stuff like that. So I wrote some shit, and I just was spitting it a cappella, like, for my homies and like artists that I knew, like upcoming artists and stuff that I work with as far as like DJing and stuff. And people were like shocked. They was like, bro, you should really do this. And I was just like, okay. I was like, let me sit on it, because I do that. I'm very spontaneous. I'll just be into something, and then I'll just be off of it just to say, oh yeah, I can do it. So then it's just like I kept going with it. And then that's the one thing though, I didn't tell anybody that. Well, as far as social media is concerned, because I started building my own platform. I'm still in the process of building my, like, a loyal fan base, you know what I mean? So everybody knows me for, like, doing, like, the modeling pictures and stuff like that, which I'm not signed or nothing like that. It's just freelance. It's just a hobby. So then I didn't tell anybody, because I didn't want to build up this fake hype, you know? Like, okay, yeah, she's going to rap now. Mm-hmm. So I just, once I was like, okay, you know what, I'm going to do this. So I put Russian Cream together. We went, laid it down, linked up with my homie Noble Crawford. He's the one who recorded the video for me. And I just dropped it on social media. Like, I just dropped it, and everybody was just like, whoa, what the fuck? So the reaction from it was great. We hit 103,000 views on Twitter just the other day, like last
That's
week.
good
so
shit.
that was less than 60 days, so I was happy about that. It was really cool. So that was just winging it now. Still learning so much more. Like, just, I haven't even got my feet wet yet, so it's like I'm just learning so much stuff. And that Russian Cream, that was just putting it out there, winging it. Now that I know a little bit more as far as like marketing, promo, and things like that, like I'm gonna apply that to the next visual. So we do got a whole bunch of stuff coming for y'all really soon. So everybody definitely stay tuned.
All right.
The show.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to see what you have coming out. You know I'm excited. But that's a little bit about our guests. We'll get into a little bit more just before the show ends, because, you know, we do want to know about the upcoming projects that you have. You've had some dates. You got some shows coming up, because I know you've been doing some shows and shit.
Yeah,
you know?
real life doing shows.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Like, no, for real, if y'all peep my YouTube channel, my homie, Reckless Creative, he put together, I performed at Rose Gold. That was my very first. Yeah, that was my very first. So we put together like a little vlog, just like with the pregame and everything like that. And it's just crazy, because it's like I ain't even dropped no originals, nothing, you know, yet. And everybody, I'm like, y'all like this remix? It's like the remix. Yeah, like, okay.
Nah, it's lit. But we're gonna get into a little bit more of that as we get ready to close the show. But let's roll into these topics, because y'all know we always with the shit.
Yeah, y'all.
We always with
Oh, you
the shit,
y'all
okay? And I know Chris feeling this topic real strong, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about what everybody been talking about, and that's Kendrick Lamar on Power, okay? So Kendrick was on Power this past episode, Sunday, the newest one, and they introduced his character as a crackhead named Lace, okay? The shit was lit. I'm not gonna lie, it was lit. It was fire. So how they kind of came up with his character, the director, and let me get her name correct.
Courtney Camp.
She, well, actually, I think he was in the talks. He was in the works with 50, talking about just wanting to be on the show. And then she reached out to him, asking him, you know, because she explained that when she have people on the show, she like for their character to be the complete opposite of what people know them as. And she said when she asked him, you know, what's the one thing anybody would never think of you as, and the first thing that came to his head was crackhead, which I thought was fucking funny. But I think it's dope too, because when I watched his interview, he was talking about how he wanted to be something that was very far-fetched from who he actually is, but something that he can relate to. You know, growing up in Compton and shit, he's seen a lot of crackheads in his day. So I'm gonna give y'all my spiel on how I feel about it, but I want to know what y'all think.
I thought the act was great. That was tremendous, brilliant, all that. Why you looking at me like that?
I'm just these words.
I mean,
you just sprinkling
when he
complimentary
first came on the show, I was like, is this Kendrick? I couldn't really tell that. You feel me? Like they had him all jazzed up like a crackhead for sure.
Yeah, they
did.
like
half this nigga head done. Like you know what I'm saying? He was looking like a for sure crackhead. But I thought it was crazy. It was crazy. I definitely was entertained.
Yeah,
type shit. Trying to see some more. Go ahead.
You're being nice. I fucking thought it was amazing. Courtney A. Kemp, you're awesome. I can't think of the exact producer for this particular show. I'm really big on cinematography and stuff. Old me in a past life wanted to be next Spike Lee, but that's not here nor there. But the cinematography was amazing. I loved how they introduced this character to us, like even with the camera angles, like they sped it up when he came out the shop, and then it was my nigga. Like that was really, really dope. How they sped it up, and like you were able to really be in the character of Laces in his head, because there was one scene where he took the shoes and he was like, "Can I take his wallet too?" Yeah. And he was like, "Yeah." And then like they had the background music playing, but it was like he was listening to it in his head. So, you know, he was doing it was either Butterfly Tootsie Roll, one of the two.
Tootsie Roll.
And then you remember he looked back and it just stopped the music. So it was like, oh shit, am I tripping? Like, let me get the fuck out of here. Yeah. So just like the way they had all of that together with the camera angles, with the music, Kendrick himself, this nigga an Emmy, golden.
Wow. Let's go for it.
No, real shit. Because I mean, the fact, like you said, he's a crackhead, and I wouldn't think of Kendrick as a crackhead, especially a crackhead that speaks fluent Spanish.
Yeah.
I mean, he's bilingual. The nigga out here smelling leather, spitting facts and shit, and pharmaceutical commercials.
Boricua.
Yes.
That's how you say it, yeah?
Yeah, he's Puerto Rican for sure. You know, New Yorker, Dominican, one of the Dominicans. And, you know, he did that, man. I fucking loved it. I cannot wait to see more. And I'm a big fan of K-Dot anyway.
What you think, K-Ro?
It's amazing.
Yeah. I actually didn't even see it yet. But I heard about it. Look. I be on a move. You know what I'm saying? I be catching on people's TV. You know, I be
that's how
popping in like, hey, y'all watching Power?
Yeah,
but I plan on watching that like tonight, ASAP. Yeah. Look, I'm gonna post it on the comments what I thought.
For real. I feel it because I was a whole episode. I'm still a whole episode behind. Bitch didn't even know she was back a whole week. It happened. But so let me talk about this. Let me dabble in this whole nomination shit. Okay, he did great. I think his performance, I thought he was like really in character. I loved it. I like really liked that he was in.
But you was hating on a nigga on Twitter.
But I was not hating. Here's what I said that was really blowing shit for me. Okay, I don't like when people overhype shit. You know what I mean? Like, okay, he was in the show. This is like his first little acting debut. He did a really good job. Everybody like K-Dot. We get it. But for y'all out there talking about he better get a fucking Emmy for starring role and shit, y'all gotta calm down. Y'all have got to calm down. The boy did one role and y'all out here acting like he the new Denzel in this house.
Well, okay, like, Tiffany. Hold on.
No, they really right, bro. I'm not hating.
It sounds like
I'm really
you
not
sure
hating.
have a little bit of that
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, what you got in that cup over there?
A little bit.
I'm not hating, but I'm just like, bro, off of one scene.
Sometimes all it takes is one. You know?
True. And then
off one scene.
If you just got it,
you
just like
no.
you just.
And I honestly kind of It's one scene.
Do it till you get it right.
Everybody's like, oh, he needs to get all of these awards, these nominations, all this shit. Like, come on, bro, we need to see more.
I mean, I think,
but he's a rapper, not an actor, and that was
for a guest starring role.
Okay.
For a guest starring role, he ate that hoe. It was no kind of like no lag. They could have made him a drug dealer. He could have been. I'm
not hearing that. There's basketball players that can fucking run a ball on the field. That don't make them a football player.
Basketball players running the ball on the field. It was all wrong. She said, you said basketball players running.
But
I know what I said.
Yeah.
I know what I said.
But okay, but wait. Don't like. Okay, the thing is, like, I get what you're saying. He shouldn't have special treatment because he is a rapper who came into a different genre of, artistry. But apparently he killed that hoe.
He did.
I'm not taking away from that.
Yeah.
I'm not taking away
But
from
you're
that at all.
saying
But
you just
feel
don't want to go as
people
far
are,
as
like,
Emmys?
really overhyping it. Like, come on, bro. Like, he needs to get an Emmy nomination. Like, what about all the fucking actors that have been working at this shit, doing this shit for years, and still ain't earned their Emmy? K-Dot can slide through one scene and get an Emmy?
They need to step it the fuck up.
Yeah.
No real shit, because TV right now, as somebody who doesn't really watch it, but who did at one point, TV is fucking trash. It is trash. So I mean, when you actually have people who shine and step out there in their roles, and like she said, you know, they can show a different form of artistry. I mean, because Kendrick Lamar he's an artist, an all multifaceted artist in many forms. Yeah. So to see him and shit, who we really see out here, the last good crackhead I seen was Pookie.
We finna get to that.
Was Pookie, Chris
we
Rock,
get to that.
New Jack City. That's the last good crackhead.
Yeah,
and
that's
look
true.
what happened to him.
We finna get into that.
I mean, shit.
Because I seen a poll. I was actually listening to the radio, and I thought it was really interesting. And then, you know, I just said everybody was hyping Kendrick and said like he the best crackhead that ever came out in a scene. Y'all. Okay, so now we're talking about, we've had some really good crackhead scenes in movies, okay? We cannot like discredit the ones that came before him. So what I want to know is, and it's a tie in between Wanda from Holiday Heart. We got Wanda from Holiday Heart. We got Kendrick in Power. We got Pookie from New Jack City, and Ezell from Friday. Who y'all taking?
I'm taking Pookie.
I'm taking Pookie out
but
top.
also you can't, also a little write-in. Everybody can't forget Halle Berry was in there too, and she was in the back, and she was she was on it.
She was the crackhead in 2 movies.
Yeah, she was. Halle Berry did a good crackhead. She did a really good. That's
in Monsters Ball, wasn't it?
No,
wait,
it wasn't Monsters Ball.
But I thought she was. I thought she was.
just wanted that D in Monsters Ball.
Okay. I was like,
for that. That was
like
crack.
she was.
It was
She was.
Yeah,
she was. I remember one scene. I was like,
other one. But Halle Berry does a good crackhead. Also, the guy on Minister Society who said, "And I suck your dick for them too."
Oh yeah.
Him. I don't know him, but you get an honorary write-in too for the crackhead. Yes, for the best crackhead on film.
Got clapped up though, but you know that's how
bro, in real talk, the best crackhead on film is Pookie.
That nigga Chris Rock, when he put that shit up to his lips, forgive me. I'm sorry.
Look, it's okay. You can joke about that. You're just acting. Look, you can joke about that.
No, but he did really good. But I mean, Kendrick, the thing I like about him, because he had that hustler mentality that crackheads have. That's a little bit like they tipped on the dangerous side. Like, you know, this nigga.
Yeah.
Hustling for that crack.
No, I know. But I'm saying.
Oh God.
But you know, there are some crackheads who really just be on dope, and then it be ones where it's like, damn, you know, I be talking about this motherfucker, but I know real shit. He would probably slice my throat for some rock. Yeah. That's the one Kendrick.
But look, or he had a real life before this shit type shit. Yeah.
So I like the fact that you see the duality of this nigga will sit here. Yeah, you want to kill him, nigga? Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, he was so down with the shit.
That
was the crazy part. Like, he didn't even give a fuck. No question.
He realized once he was a crackhead, there's nothing else. You can't go nowhere.
This nigga came he was like, he took the gun out. He was like, I don't know. Do I know you? No, he's like, who are you? He said, who are you? She was a nah. He had a good ass. No, I ain't gonna lie to you. Kendrick ate that hoe. I ain't hearing what you saying.
I'm not mad.
I want to see him in some more shit.
Why y'all trying to make me the bad guy?
Because you was so passionate on
Twitter.
Twitter.
I said that he didn't do a good job. He did a phenomenal job. Don't get me wrong.
I started to reply to you on Twitter, and I was like, I'm gonna see her tonight.
I'm
gonna see her tonight.
You should have replied to me because I'm always for that act. But while we in the spirit of talking about crackheads and what they do well, let's talk about things that they do not do well, okay? And let's take care of their teeth, right? We've all seen them smoke they shit away, okay? So I'm gonna tell y'all where you can go to make sure that you don't have crackhead teeth in this world. This is it's not a good look, okay? Because this portion of the show is sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, our vision is to create a welcoming practice that will offer exceptional dental care and a lifetime of dental wellness. We are committed to the finest possible oral care and the overall health and well-being of our patients. Elite Dental Wellness is built upon a foundation of integrity, expertise, and service. Through our commitment to modern dentistry, continuing education, and friendly atmosphere, we strive to make our patients feel that they are a part of our family. Dentistry can be scary, daunting, and uncomfortable. Dr. Batiste and her team works tirelessly to ensure your comfort. Make your appointment today with Dr. Batiste at Elite Dental Wellness by calling 713-789-8989 8680.
Okay, I'm glad you, you know what I'm saying, lace us up on that.
For sure, always.
Facebook Live. I just want to holler at y'all real quick. I want to make sure y'all subscribe to our show on all major platforms, including iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher. Make sure to review our show in iTunes for constructive feedback. Share this Facebook Live post and the entire show with your family and friends. And make sure to donate to our mission to bring enriched and inspiring content each and every week. You can donate at www.thesphere.tv/donate. Appreciate that.
Real shit. Facebook, we appreciate y'all each and every week. Everybody that tune in, we love y'all. Keep watching us. But as we jump into our next topic, okay, this one's a little touchy. I personally don't have that many words for it just because I haven't tuned in yet. But we're going to talk about the Trayvon Martin documentary, Rest in Power, that aired yesterday on BET, which was produced by the Paramount Network. As we all know, the story of Trayvon Martin, he was killed back in 2012 by George Zimmerman. Just created a national uproar for racial injustice, in the country. And this all happened in Florida. And, what really sparked the movement of Black Lives Matter. And that happened through, of course, him not being found guilty on the stand your ground law that Florida obviously enforces. But they did a documentary, several years later, wanting to kind of not compare, but kind of just follow up on, where we stood then as far as racial injustice and where we are now. And I feel a whole way about that, just because so much has happened in between that still just justifies the fact that we're a country that's split by racism, and our black men are not protected. So I didn't tune into the documentary. I do have my personal thoughts about it, but I know you guys watched it, so I just want to get your thoughts on how you feel about the documentary.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Tiff, Chris. Like, I got home a little bit late. I missed the show. I recorded it though. I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Wow.
I recorded it. So, Chris, what are your thoughts on that?
Damn, I actually did tune in. God damn it.
Shit, Zane.
I'm sorry. I'm keeping it. I could have lied.
That damn Zane.
We was counting on you.
I mean, I appreciate you keeping it real and not backpedaling and pussy popping. That's very thank you. We appreciate the realness. So, I actually did tune in. I watched it. The thing I did enjoy was the fact that you were able to really see the emotion from his dad and how he felt when he found out his son died, like straight up just sitting there. I like the fact that the documentary didn't rely on reenactments. It was more so documentation, like legit in-person interviews. Like, it was like real legit facts that you could go to, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when they have these documentaries, especially after someone has passed, especially when it's a tragic event, they want to throw up all these reenactments and shit, and this is what happened, let's go back, this is a dramatization. Like, no, so they didn't really do that. I enjoyed that, and also I like the comments that his lawyer had made. His lawyer was saying that, how he put pressure on the city to really like try to get more information about this case and the tools that they had at their disposal. So I think it's really good. I think for people who aren't knowledgeable of Black Lives Matter, as well as just of if you ain't knowledgeable of black folk in this country, and if one more person say we came over here in our own free accord or will, this is a good place to start. So if you don't know shit about your history, you might want to watch this. It's a good way to not only go back and look at racial issues that we had in the past, but also it connects to what we have in the present. So,
but okay, so I got a question for you, Chris. You actually watched it. Like, emotionally, how did you feel? Because a lot of folks on Twitter and just social media in general were talking about how like that is for white people, it's not for black people. Because you're reliving trauma, and that's something to educate white people on. You know what I'm saying? Black people shouldn't be watching it, blah 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 blah. How did you
media?
You know what I'm saying? Like, how you feeling about all that?
I think that's bullshit. And for one, I think it's bullshit. I think number two, people of today, especially of our age, aren't empathetic. We're so dull when it comes to our senses and emotionally. So I mean, shit happens. Niggas either want to cover it up or just not talk about it or ignore it or just completely just go over it. I mean, how many times do we look at something every day where it's like, oh, well, shit, that's just another nigga getting shot, you know, whatever.
For sure.
Yeah, we're definitely desensitized. So I think it's bullshit. I think everything is good for research purposes. You just have to take it for what it is. And I mean, shit. I mean, what y'all expect? I mean, I don't understand what people expected from this documentary. Shit.
Right.
I feel like they did the best they can do. I think it's good for white people. I think it's good for black people. There are other tools and things out there, other forms of media we can look at and reference that are probably better. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and say that, but I think that's a bullshit answer. It wasn't just for white people. Like, niggas, open your mind.
Right. No,
sorry,
for sure.
not y'all. Just niggas.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch it, and I can tell you that shit. White people. I'll keep my comment to myself.
I was like, oh shit.
I'll keep that one to myself. That one should stay off the record and it's hoe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I didn't watch it, and I can guarantee you that it's not a for white people thing.
No, people, get off the damn colonizers. Educate yourself sometimes.
Yeah,
Think about the colonizers all the time.
Yeah. Oh,
Damn, black people want to point at them all the
Anna
time.
Jesus.
Ooh, girl. The comments that I want to make about this I literally would take past the show. So I'm just gonna.
I feel like you should just say what you gotta say.
I agree.
It's not really.
I never hold my tongue in this hole.
I don't.
I know.
What you gotta say?
Like, I don't
Go ahead
hold
with
my
it.
tongue.
Go ahead
You
with
feel
it.
me?
Tell
But
what you gotta say. Tell me.
I mean, I just kind of feel like one, you know, for people to be saying like, oh, it was for white people to learn some shit. White people don't want to learn shit. When it comes to racial injustice, I just personally don't feel like they want to learn, because this is a lesson.
None of them?
I won't say none of them, but I will say the majority, because how many times are you gonna watch this same thing happen by your people and then say, oh, well, we need to get more research. Well, we need to learn more. You've been learning for the last 400 years that y'all had us in fucking slavery. How much more do you need to learn? You know, it's a really big
You speaking for every white person though, and on top of that,
for
like
the general masses.
it's like,
and I have shit to say just about the black community too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but I just kind of feel like
I got a lot to say about this.
As far as
for sure.
and that's a general thing, but I just personally feel like, you know, it's an excuse to keep saying that we need to learn. We need to learn more. We need to learn how to live with one another and be one and be equal. All of that is fucking bullshit, because at the end of the day, if you're saying, oh, I need to learn how to deal with you as a black person, I feel like that's bullshit, because everybody want to be like, oh, we're equal, we're all people. If we're all people, then why you have to learn specifically how to like deal with me if I'm a person just the same way that you are?
Because generations of generations.
But we're talking about, I don't want to even say hypothetically speaking. We're talking about everybody just being connected. Not from a generational stand, because obviously that's a fucking thing. You know, when slavery was actually legal, and white people were living now, obviously they have a really big disconnect. But for the ones that are living in fucking the modern in these times, I feel like that's an excuse to say that, oh, this is for you to learn how to like deal with or connect with this person. I just feel like it's an excuse. You've seen it time after time after time after time after time after time again. How many times do you need to see the same thing before you realize that it's a fucking problem how you're treating other people that are not the same as you?
I just feel like you're simplifying the problem though. Like, it's not that simple.
It's a deeper problem, to say the least. It's a much deeper
but
problem.
Like, I feel like the way you're saying like white people, like you're just saying like all white people. It's just like saying like, well, black people need to stop robbing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, every black person doesn't rob. Like, you feel me? So
I'm speaking on a very general scale.
Right.
General scale.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess I kind of feel you.
I'm not a person that's like, oh, I hate all white people. Like, no, I'm not fucking saying that. But I mean, obviously, there are white people who are racist.
Like,
you know
they raise black people too.
Yeah, there are racist black people too. But I just feel like on a general scale, how many times are you gonna teach the same lesson?
Hold on.
There's always gonna be. There's
I'm
always
just
gonna be.
I'm just being for real.
I feel like there's always
real.
gonna be this common disconnect though. You know what I mean? There's always gonna be a common disconnect because of the simple fact that we are from different places. It's as simple as this. Like, okay, so you'll see us as our black community, you know, we got the J's, we got the Nikes, we got the, you know, if you want to separate it like this, and it's like white people had the same pair of shoes. You know what I'm saying? The same white pair of shoes. The thing only because they were trained like that's things that they don't care about, materialistic things. And just like how we have certain things that we care about, there's always going to be this common disconnect because we're so different. The thing is, just like how we're saying, oh, we shouldn't have to do this to teach them how to do this. At the same time, we have to get to a point where we have to kind of we have to forgive, and we can't categorize everybody in the same, you know, same force field, just like how you, like, you know, like the whole white people thing. Just like how they say black people, we can't say white people. Like, somebody has to start off by leading by example.
Well, you can't say white people, but like you gonna get ate up by somebody
like,
with a little bit of knowledge, you know what I mean?
Also, let's be for real. If we really think about how white people have positioned themselves in the world, and everybody have gained this fucking superior position based off of lowering or making black people the lesser people, I have to categorize them all the same, because when I think about it on a grand scheme, it's like, okay, are you going to come out of how you feel as being superior for, how should I say, for making this person feel inferior to your color? Is this making sense to y'all? Is this making sense? I don't feel like they will say, okay, well, so that I can make everything equal on a playing field, I'm going to consider myself not a better person than you as a race. That's a thing. That's the thing. That's the thing that we live in right now. That's why racism is alive and well, because we have a group of people who feel like they're better than the next group of people, right? So I'm categorizing y'all all the same because you're all living off of this standard or this imaginary superior place in the world.
Ooh, child, I don't know if it's that sangria or that goose, but you lost me. But look,
I'm serious.
I'm serious.
I mean, like, and I'm serious though. In real
Somebody
life,
said it's the whole world. Somebody said it's the whole world.
it's the whole world.
That's what they said. Yeah, on live they said it's the whole world.
True.
Mr. Dot Fly High said it's the whole world.
I don't feel like that. Y'all don't understand what I'm saying. No, I don't think I'm getting it out correctly, or I don't think that I'm trying to say exactly how I feel correctly.
I get what you're saying.
But I'm gonna have to group you all the same. It's no different than when people say stereotypical black shit. We all get grouped in the same group, even though I'm not the same way that this person is. I still have to suffer the fucking stereotype of what y'all consider as a black person, or even as a black woman, if we want to put it on a smaller scale. So if I'm gonna speak generally on a people, I'm gonna put y'all all in the same boat. I'm not gonna say, oh well, this you know, this person right here is not a fucking racist. You're still living off of the privileges that you get from the fucking racist people that you're connected with. So therefore, you're in the same group.
Oh my God, true. Go ahead, Chris. What you got to say?
Look, my mind is blown.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm just gonna keep it short and sweet. I do agree and understand what you're saying as far as the superiority complex and people, you know, are living off the residuals of privilege that their ancestors had before. So now they're in a place to where they can reap the benefits of said privileges. However, and y'all know I be quick to talk about them colonizers on here. I don't care. Even though I can't talk. I got part colonizer in me, Lord, so I can't even be sitting here talking all that smack. But I do. Like, legit, yeah, my dad. But that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. You see, I'm black. But my thing is this. It's like, as much as I want to group them, and I do, it's like I want to pull us to the side too. Because it's just like, just because I feel like it goes back to what I said before. A lot of us, when it comes to all of these things, oh, you know, back in the day, they marched, they did this, they had these things to do. Oh, the Montgomery bus boycott, they could sit and walk around for however long they needed to. And it's like, now, I mean, shit's go as quick as fucking hashtags. See how I put that in the show? Hashtag shit fade like hashtags. Like, real shit, that's how it is. Like, you're only shit lasts as long as the fucking hashtag now. So it's like, when you have a society and black people who are growing with the times of technology, and this is where we are, it's like, shit, we got to be able to be open to accept all of this stuff with Black Lives Matter, different forms of artistry, even when it comes to like even something as simple as hip hop. I was looking at, I watched Drink Champs. Shout out to you, Drink Champs. One day we gonna have you on here. But I was watching Drink Champs and they were talking about hip hop. And they were saying how hip hop has changed now. And a lot of people who are really, I'm talking about like the Noriegas, the Capones, the old school hip hop folk, they were like, oh, Donald Glover, he ain't about shit. But at the same time, it's just like everything kind of has to change with the times and you have to adapt. So it also goes back to our history. You have to be willing to change and adapt and to learn and evolve. And I think we have to be open to that evolution as much as the colonizers are. We got to be. Because, shit, we the ones that's got to each one teach one. Hell. So... we got to each one teach one.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. I just have my own personal thoughts about it. I personally.
Then where do you feel we start?
That's a really good question.
That's the question.
That's a really good question.
We always put out all these problems. And the thing is, I'm just the type of person. Somebody comes to me with a problem, I'm like, okay, well then what we gonna do about it? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because you already know. Okay, there's a problem here. First thing, I'm like, okay, well, regroup. So it's like, if we're being a part of what you're talking about when we're just saying these things. That's why I kind of keep my opinions out of politics and things like that, because not that I can't change anything, because nothing's impossible in my mind, but it's just I know I'm not focused on that right now. You know what I mean? And that's the thing.
That's mature,
are we really as passionate about the things that we're saying? Not saying that you aren't, but I'm saying everybody in general, if we're categorizing that, because it's easy to, speak on a general topic that everybody has in common, you know what I mean? Because that's the thing, you got to think, we're still, at the end of the day, people. People jump into topics just because that's the wave, that's what everybody's talking about. So, and to be able to blend with these type of people, I have to believe in these type of things or agree with these type of things, or I'm back to being an outsider. Not everybody can stand on their own. So then that's another thing you have to put into play as well.
That's facts. Folks will turn into Malcolm X real quick for them likes.
Retweets. But then being this whole like, boy, I hate white people.
In real life.
I hate white people.
In real life.
Ooh. Like, it's just
in
always
real life,
something.
though.
Yeah.
But I feel like, it's hard to try to come up with a solution, because really you talking about having, it's a hard thing to even try to
just absorb it all.
Yeah, because to find a solution realistically, for there to be a solution and for you to actually put it into place and make it a plan and make it effective, everybody has to be on the same page. How the fuck do we get on the same page is really the question. Yeah. That's really the question before you even ask for a solution, because everybody have these different views. Everybody fake care. Everybody into it when it's convenient for them. And then when it's not convenient for you, you fall the fuck back in the background. So really what the question is how the fuck do we all get on the same page? And then from there we can talk about a solution. Motherfuckers be fake caring about a lot of shit. And that's why honestly I don't voice how I personally feel about the whole, just the racial injustice that we deal with, because I feel really passionate about it as a black woman. I'm going to marry a black man. I'm going to have black kids. I got a black nephew. It runs real deep in my veins that this is what's going to be for the rest of my life. And you are fucking nuts if you don't think, like, for a second when I'm like, okay, my life years from now, I'm gonna have a black kid. It's crazy if you don't think that boggles my mind to one day think that could be my fucking kid, that could be my husband, that could be my nephew. It really sticks with me deep, but I don't voice what I have to say about it, because just like I said, it's so hard to try to get everybody on the same page, and I'm just not with the up and down shits.
That's what's up. Don't be with the shits. And
I'm really not.
I agree with you, but you know what else I'm not about? The shits about my money. Like, for real. So this portion of the show is sponsored by Houston Housewives of Finance. Did you know that only 4 states in the United States offer financial education? 33%, or more than 77 million of Americans, don't pay their bills on time. 39% of Americans carry credit card debt from month to month, and 39% of adults say they don't have enough savings. Don't become one of these statistics. Let Houston's Housewives of Finance advise you on increasing your cash flow and becoming your own money manager by scheduling your complimentary personal financial strategy. Contact Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463 or email us at info@houstonhousewivesoffinance.com. Ask us how you can participate in a complimentary financial literacy workshop near you today. Houston Housewives of Finance are the new faces of the new age of financial services.
Very good tool.
Very,
Very, very good tool.
That money.
For sure,
Yes.
for sure. Everybody got to get their
Very
paper
good
right.
tool. Yes.
But we kind of talked a lot about that topic, and as I told y'all, if I
folks get
start
heated.
talking about it, I'm going way
You
past the show.
lying.
You feel me? Well
Black
past
folks
that
get
hoe.
heated.
So we're just gonna roll into our next topic, But you guys know I really like to know what you have to say. And on a disclaimer for y'all who might be watching me on IG Live or on Facebook Live, I got white friends. Anywho, because that's what they always say when they claim, I'm not a racist.
Tiff
I
is
have white
on
friends.
one today.
I have white friends. I'm not a racist. But anywho, while we roll into our next topic, we're gonna talk about somebody that's making a really big change. In the culture, in the world, for the people. LeBron James. Okay, so my boy just opened up a school, and it's called the I Promise School. He opened it in his hometown of Akron, Ohio, and this school is going to be the new school and home, well, not home, but educational home of 240 students, and there's an array of things that he's giving out for free with those students. I'm going to go ahead and pick that up here in a minute and let y'all know exactly what it is. But the reason that he said that he opened a school is because he says he opened a school because he knows exactly what they're going through, being a kid that grew up in that same environment, a kid who struggled for some time in his life. He says he connects deeply with those kids because he understands their struggle because he was a kid that went through it too, which I felt like was very, very deep, and I commend him because, sometimes I just want to say it's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to do the shit. You feel me? So I definitely commend him. Shout out to him. Shout out to those kids who are fortunate enough to be a part of that school. And I just personally want to know what y'all think about it.
I mean, I think it's a wonderful idea.
Yeah.
What he's doing is great, far more than most athletes have done in the world. To my knowledge, I'm sure there's other athletes out there that have done crazy shit. It's Akon out. I mean, not athlete. Akon out here funding whole cities and shit. So there's people out here, black folks, and specifically that's taking care of communities and whatnot. But shout out to LeBron James. That shit crazy. Everybody be hating on LeBron James, but he's always out here taking care of the community.
For sure.
I ain't the biggest fan of him as a
I know that's why
basketball
I
player.
got. You know what I'm saying? I'm not his biggest fan, but salute to him on the court and off the court. You know what I'm saying? But to my knowledge, he's offering free tuition, free uniforms, free bicycle and helmet, which is, he basically explained that he had a bicycle, so that helped him get out the hood and, explore the city and whatnot. He had free transportation within 2 miles, basically free breakfast, lunch, and snacks. That's stuff that most public schools already offer.
You forgot that most important part, though, my G.
What? I'm forgetting.
These kids are getting full rides to the
I
University of
wasn't
Akron,
done.
my nigga.
Yeah.
I mean, you over here, you spitting, you sitting out. I mean, everything was
That's
great.
crazy. That's crazy.
It's great.
Yeah, I'm saying
I was
he's
ready.
he's offering a lot of
Ready.
stuff.
Saving the
public schools
best
already
for
offering,
last.
but he's
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
going the extra mile. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, he's
Black
also
man.
offering GEDs and job placement services for parents. All that shit.
Yes,
Like
he is.
that's
Yeah.
crazy, which is unheard of.
That's
in any
That's
school.
live.
Like
That's
that, the
live.
school is literally reaching out. Okay, you ain't got a job. We're gonna get you a job. But at the end of the day, like, a lot of motherfuckers don't want a job. They just don't even want
In
a job.
real life.
So that shit don't
In
even
real
Learn
fucking
how to
life.
finesse
Yeah.
the
it
system.
don't even matter.
In
So
real
like,
life.
and then like a lot,
Yeah.
I seen like Kip, they got that in Houston and a lot of schools. Like, it's
I used
like,
to volunteer there.
a lot of schools they do shit like that. Like, they offer like a lot more than the regular public school.
Yeah.
But either their parents they have a bad home, and their parents just ain't got a good influence in their life, or they got a
Yeah.
lot going on. Cause like you can have all that shit at the school when like you only at the school you at the school 5 days a week for 8 hours. And the rest of the time you back on the block. You at your
right.
crib, or on the
That's true.
weekends you at your crib. Then 3
That's
months
true.
out the year you at the crib too. So like what I'm saying, that's why sometimes you see a magnet school where you supposed to be doing right, but motherfuckers still gang banging and all kind of shit.
sure.
So like it's like I feel it. Salute to him. I fuck with it. Salute to LeBron, but the shit might not change the community, and it might not. And a lot of kids might not even take full advantage of it. I mean, you can think that, but I didn't see kids go to magnet schools or like a school like that's focused on more academia and blah blah blah.
Think about it like this. Even if it doesn't touch the masses of those kids that are in that school, let's just say it's 240 kids. Most of them. Let's just say all of them but one with the shits. That it only takes that one kid to be just like LeBron to do the same thing that raises somebody else up that influences the community.
I'm not saying not one of them is going to be on some.
I mean, this is for years to come.
Yeah, but I want to see all 240 students. Like I want it to be a foolproof program. I want it to be something that I don't want it to be a waste of money at all. Like I don't want it to be. I want everything's implemented at the school. All the things offered to the parents and the kids be utilized to full capacity. I just don't want it to go to waste because I feel like some certain programs and certain things, rappers, artists, athletes, whatever, have implemented, and it just kind of went to waste after a while because it might have been under. What if in a couple of years he just doesn't worry about that no more? I feel like right now it's like he has, it's like it's hyped up right now. You know what I'm saying? What if 10 years from now it's just like that school turns into some bullshit? I'm just saying, like, you don't feel me? You don't feel me? Like, come on. You hear what I'm saying though, right?
Oh boy. Oh, my poor black tears on this subject.
I'm saying the long term.
I feel you, but at the same time, let's just be honest. LeBron has generational wealth approved. Yeah. There is no question with the LeBron James Foundation and everything that it does with in conjunction with the Akron public school system there. Also, shout out to Ohio. I got fam there. Shout out to you. And salute to Akron and just that area. I don't know if y'all familiar with that part of the country. I'm from the East Coast originally. I have family in Ohio. That part of the country is a lot of factory towns, part of the Rust Belt, if y'all are familiar with the Rust Belt and how the factory industry was big there. So jobs are really scarce there. It's kind of like Detroit, falling in that same realm. So I like the fact that he is implementing something to really raise these kids up from start to finish.
Thanks.
That's amazing. I think, like Tiff said, this sets an example for other people who have that celebrity status to really put your money where your mouth is and do what you do. And I think the biggest question for me, it makes me look at myself even more, even though I don't have the money like LeBron, but it makes me look at myself and it's like, damn, what can I do to help influence, the younger generations coming up? What can I do to put my stamp and mark on the kids coming up in the educational system now? Because it's different now and they really need that role model, that influence. And it's just I'm amazed. I like LeBron as a person. Not the biggest fan of you basketball, but I like him as a person. So I really, really do appreciate it. And I think we need more of this.
For sure.
Because you see people write checks all the time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You really do. You see people write checks all the time, but you really want to see it put forth into action, into place. And I like the fact that it's a public school. It's not private. It's not charter. This shit's a legit public school. And that's the thing about it I think I love the most. Like, this shit is like a legit public school.
Yeah.
So shout out to you, LeBron.
Your beard. Outstanding
job. That was
job.
one of the things he said too, though, when I was watching his interview. And they asked him why, and he mentioned that because he have the resources. And I thought that was really great too, because so many people have the resources to do something to impact a life, the community, and they don't. So I commend him for just actually, like I said, putting his money where his mouth is and putting that shit into action, because we appreciate your funds. You feel me? You go write check, write the whole out. I got, put Tiffany Davis on there, and I didn't know come get out of my government. But at the end of the day, when you actually can see when it's in front of you, the vision that you've had in your mind for so long, when you actually see that shit it in front of you, actually built, you can touch it, different feeling. Different fucking feeling. So, shout out to LeBron.
Do you think white people should be allowed to go to the school?
Wow.
Damn it,
wow. Wow.
Fucking with you.
Wow.
You gotta love it.
Wow.
Thank you. I'm
Really?
saying, right? I'm saying, right?
Really? Ass nigga. Wow.
That's a good one.
Yes.
I didn't
Why
know.
you trying to make everybody Nobody hated me.
I'm playing both sides like a hoe.
No, that's good. But that's good. We need that.
He trying to.
Do you think?
No, but you have that's a good question. I think it's legit. I mean, hopefully, my thing is this. I want the students that are really at risk because like he said.
Yeah.
He was really trying to target at-risk students, kids who were like a grade or further behind. So, these are some kids that are really in some need of some type of remedial based program where you gotta accelerate.
But look, I'm about to say though. Look, Chris, I'm 22, so I was
young and
I was in high school less than 5 years. 5 years ago, 6 years ago, right?
Sheesh.
It's been, what I'm saying?
I am 10 years older than you.
That's cool. So I'm saying like I got a little, what I'm saying, it wasn't that long ago. I'm just saying I know motherfuckers that had plenty of opportunities like that. This school probably offers that they could have, like, what I'm saying, like, focused on their academia or even sports. I know niggas that had scholarships when they sophomore year of high school, but they wanted to bang the set so hard, or they wanted to be deep down in the streets. I feel like at the end of the day, it all comes down to what you want. So if it ain't in the kids' hearts that's at that school, then shit not gonna make a difference. But salute to LeBron. I'm just saying, like.
But I think that's it with anything.
You right.
Cannot.
You right. But I'm just saying. I guess I just didn't see so much like people going the other direction.
That's technically what you're saying is that you can't help it.
Well, yeah. I guess you can't
so
have everybody.
agree.
So
yeah.
So
y'all are agreeing.
Yeah.
I feel it. No, in real life, I feel it. In real life, I
So
feel
y'all
it.
agree.
But like I said, and it just brings back to. I feel what you're saying. You really can't save everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of pressure on those kids that are there. That's like, damn, I need to make something out of myself. I gotta do this. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody gonna think I'm a failure. I just wasted my opportunity. And then also. You have to think about what the world actually sees as success. Everybody has their own definition of what their life has come to in terms of success. You feel me? So just because if this person goes to college, graduates, get a fucking financial job or whatever may have you, that may be an element of success for them in their life because they never imagined that shit. Everybody don't gotta blow up and be motherfucking LeBron to be successful. That's not that's not a fucking real thing. Realistically, most people in the world are not LeBron.
I want to know.
Like, let's be legit with the shit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you got to stop trying to hold people up to this standard of success that you have in your mind. Realistically, you ain't even reached the shit that you trying to hold everybody else to. Be on your own shit and worry about you and let everybody else do what they want to do. Let them kids live their fucking life. If they go through college and they get a job that supports them and their family, then they're successful in their own way. And that's just is what it is. But that school is years to come. It's 250 kids, and they may expand that shit to 500 kids that will have the same opportunity that the ones who are just starting have. And it's not ever a pointless situation where you breed one kid that's LeBron that open up a fucking school and that give another 250 kids an opportunity, and that shit may come 10 years down the line.
I hear you, Tiff. You
feel me?
So I want to know. I want to know what K-Roll thinks about this. That's really what I want to hear.
I was just talking about that. As far as, what your vision of success is. Like, for example, people will talk down on, like, well, I mean, as far as music.
You can say rappers, for sure.
I
got a lot of homies as rappers. And,
exactly.
like,
You know what I'm saying?
Like, you a rapper?
Right.
You
know what I'm saying? Like, people will see, like Migos and 21 Savage and all them, people, like, like older generations will say, like, oh, they ain't rapping about nothing, But the thing is, if you think about it like this, that's what I've been really just focusing on for myself, is just like opening my mind, trying to understand like why people think the way they think and things now. So the thing is, if you take some niggas that ain't never had shit, and that's what they saw on the block, just they niggas with chains
that's
and
what's
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
fact.
That's all they wanted. So you know what I mean? That's what they wanted on their goal.
Real.
Like,
Drug dealers are more.
Yeah, I ain't had shit. So I see these niggas. They saw niggas out here bossing up. You know what I'm saying? And that was their vision of success. So it's like at the same time, what are we really expecting from
I feel like
the
shit starts with like just not just parenting, but like just the society in general. I'm just saying society in general. Like, it's cool to be a drug dealer. It's cool to be this and that nowadays.
Get on your ass.
There's so many different variables to this equation. You're merely naming one variable to this equation. Parenting is a part of it. Okay. I don't disagree with you. However, it's a multifaceted thing. Yeah. It's so many different sides of what can influence a child to so-called walk the straight and narrow. But then that goes again without saying, okay, what if they do have the parents, but at the same time,
because you could be the best parent, but your homies
And that shit happens
influence.
And that happens
you know what
all
I'm
the
saying?
time.
And think about it. You can take that, but you can take that with a grain of salt for
It's
the
an
same way how
environment.
your parent, like how our parents sit here and try to tell us everything that us growing up when we were going through that stage, that 18 through 21, 22 stage, where we're just like, oh, we got this figured out. They sitting over trying to tell us stuff, and we're just like, nah,
In
whatever,
real
you
life,
old,
bro.
times are different, But the thing is, everything that my mama sat here and told me, it happened.
Right.
And that just goes to show that
Telling
the
you.
history, things repeat
Right. She
itself.
never
Like
lies
this is
to
just,
you.
this is a
Time.
cycle. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, damn, if I had the blueprint, and technically you gave it to me, but if I would have took it back then, it's like my life would have been a whole different path.
Right.
But it's just like things like that. It just goes to show, like, your peers influence you, things you see
Your
influence you.
environment.
That doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
can see bitches on camera just shaking their ass, and the girl just want to be a video vixen. That's what she want to do.
No, I fuck with
But
that.
if she's open, she knows that there's doctors and there's, you know what I'm saying? There's
get
lawyers,
that
there's all
bitch, yeah.
different types of,
Yeah.
I don't judge
things
how
out there,
anybody
you
get
know
their
what I
bag. I don't
Yeah.
judge nobody how they get their bag. for
Right.
real.
Give a fuck.
So it really
you
just
do.
depends on what.
Unless you a hitman.
It's
like,
really a self-reflective
Yeah,
thing.
unless you out here catching bodies for the brand. I don't know.
Don't do it like that.
I mean, hey, listen,
Yeah.
they out there. They out there. They getting they shit too.
nigga, what is this, Kill Bill? You out here murking
Oh,
niggas?
yeah, but that's my favorite movie. They
That's
coming
my
out at
favorite
3,
movie.
right? They
That's
coming
my
out at
favorite
3?
movie.
No.
It's T.
It is
When your
1 and
birthday?
2. No, October 18th. I'm a
Okay, never
Libra.
mind. Okay.
Oh, it's T.
I'm a
I
Virgo.
didn't even know.
No, but
Oh, Jesus.
It's T.
So,
yeah, Kill Bill's my
Okay,
favorite
alrighty,
movie.
y'all.
Quentin Tarantino, man.
he's my
In
favorite.
real life, we
Yes.
got to wrap that topic up because we are well past our time on the show. We have at the very least an honorable mention in this hoe because that hoe is no longer a topic because we definitely went like well over our time. But we do got to let y'all know who paid the fucking bills in there. Saying what we doing.
Man, y'all know who paid the bills in here. This portion of the show is sponsored by The Sphere.
Hey.
Are you starting your business and looking for a place to advertise? Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States as well as in modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue, coupled with your strategic ad, is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789. That's 832-772-7789. Or send an email over to advertise@thesphere.tv.
Come on, voice
Yeah.
work.
Oh,
I like that.
all right.
Yeah, that was
You know,
I had to sauce it up.
put a little bass in your voice in this hoe for sure. But okay, again, and I want to mention this just because it's something that I'm excited about. It's and we have an artist in the building, so we got to give a shout out to another Houston artist.
K-Radio shit real quick.
And we
Thought
gotta
you
give a
had
shout
me.
out to another Houston artist in this house. So this is hashtag AstroWorld, and I know for all the people who actually are like from Houston, grew up, this is they shit. You
I
know,
love
this
AstroWorld.
is something that's that they're probably very much so anticipate. I'm anticipating it just because I like Travis Scott. That's my nigga. Like Rodeo was a good ass fucking album. Like that was a good album. Okay, so I'm excited about it. But let me give you a little back history on people who don't know about AstroWorld.
It was the shit.
What it is, where it came from. You know what I'm saying? So AstroWorld was actually an amusement park. It was a part of the Six Flags family in Houston, Texas, and it opened June 1st, 1968. And it had 3 water rides, 9 roller coasters, and it closed, unfortunately, October 30th, 2005. I feel sad about that because I'm originally from Louisiana, but I've been in Houston for a long ass time, so I'm a Houstonian now, and I've earned my rights. But I never got the chance to go to AstroWorld.
Girl, you missed out.
I never got
It
the
was a
chance to
treat.
go. So you know, I don't know what that feeling is like, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get all the waves from my boy Travis in this hoe. So let me ask y'all: are y'all excited about this project?
I am. I love Travis Scott. I think he's great for the city. He's a good representation of what hip hop in Houston can evolve and become.
Absolutely.
So I love that. I compared to a lot of new artists out there, he's probably one of my favorites, honestly. I'm excited just the fact the shit's called AstroWorld because it took a nigga back to when I used to go to AstroWorld and I actually went. Yeah, very nostalgic. I'm excited because I seen the previews even though the nigga just shot the shit, but I just seen it before and I was like, yo, like this is bringing back like teenage vibes, Prairie View undergrad freshman vibes, sliding to AstroWorld. So like it takes me back to that. I'm excited.
That's cool. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, you guys, he's dropping that project on August 3rd, so be on the lookout for it.
I mean, you know I'm fucking excited. Like, come on now.
Like, right.
Travis Scott, man. Look, I passed out at a Travis Scott concert in 2015. So that's when I had my
Travis Scott concert, man, that shit is on a whole nother level.
I ain't gonna lie to you. This is what happened. I ain't passed out in the concert. Like, I crowd surfed about 3 times. I was off that hen. I was off the trees. I was all that, right? After the concert, I walked out and I was like, hey, I don't feel so good. Next thing you know, I'm still black and white. Hey, no, he has a good. He's a good performer. His shows be lit. 2015, he was really turned up. You know what I'm saying? After his first album,
but you need to relax.
I'm definitely going.
I thought it was Travis Scott. I thought Travis Scott. I thought you were so excited. You know you. It's okay. Don't tell nobody that no more. Don't tell nobody that no more. That's
why it's too late. You just said it on the show. Everybody gonna know about it.
In the show, but hey, whatever. Type shit. Yeah, real niggas know.
Well, I'm excited about the project, and when he dropped that hoe, I'm definitely going to a concert, and I'm definitely going to that hoe in Houston. Like, it's no doubt about it. For sure. Definitely going to the one here.
He slapped them big gold in his head all over the egg.
Yeah, I need to find that hoe. When I find it, I'm taking
Third Ward. He got one of them in Third Ward. Oh, you don't be in the tray like that, huh? You stay over there in the Heights. We in Third Ward. Hey, look, you in Third Ward.
But I'll make my way over there. You know, I'm seeing how to drop a couple pics in that hoe. But I'm definitely excited about the project. But while we're talking about projects, just before I close out the show, because you guys, I thank y'all for sticking with us because we will over our time. But I want to give our guest another opportunity to definitely tell us about her upcoming projects because we want to be excited and we want to look out for them as well.
All right. So I'm working on my first project, Unestablished. That's what we're releasing first, which is just these remixes that I've done, you know, because once I got it in my head that, okay, you know, music is what I want to do, I sat down, we studied the shit, we sat here and was like, we had to come up with a plan because it's not just about getting on top, it's about longevity. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy. Because honestly, on some real shit, like I went viral before. I was a meme before, 127,000 likes. Rihanna's best friend, them dollars posted on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? My mama called me talking about something. What is all this? And I'm just like, yeah, you know, people still sending that to me, and that was like over like almost 2 years ago. So it's like, it's not about just getting on top, it's about longevity. So, and another thing is just like, you know, think about how many times you didn't saw something and you clicked it once you got to their like social media and everything, like, damn, they got like 5 other things that I didn't even know. So it's like, damn, there's somebody in China that haven't seen the Russian Cream remix. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, we're going to keep putting the remixes out here right now, just creating that buzz, you know what I'm saying? Just let people know how I'm coming. But my actual original project, that's going to be released early fall, so just all straight original beats, everything like that. So I'm actually working on a short film as well. So 3 more visuals for the remixes, but the last one's a short film. So this is really, I'm just focusing on, we're knocking all 3 of them out like at the same time, like boom, 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 boom. So it's just like, I'm really focused on my rotation from being a rapper, because that's what everybody's seeing with the remixes, like, oh, she's a rapper. It's going to be my transition to an actual artist, because it's just weird how time plays out, because the song that I'm actually doing the short film for is the song that I was spitting a cappella to everybody when I was saying, like, oh yeah, should I do this rap shit? So it's a good story to tell. So it's gonna be really exciting. I'm excited for all y'all to see it. So yeah,
awesome. I'm excited about it.
Big things coming up. We copping the PJ. That's private jet. Look, that's the private jet. No, but I say it every day. Speaking it into existence. You gotta speak that. Yeah, speaking it into existence, because nothing is impossible. You know, like I said, the music shit is just like, it only takes, like y'all said, it only takes one person. You know, I have a collective that I'm working with as well. I also have a all-female promo group I'm putting together called No Gym Pop. So yeah, we got a lot of things coming together. So I just got my hands on a few like little things. So like I said, I'm really excited.
Awesome. When you cop that PJ, don't forget about me.
In real life, though. I can hear it. In real life.
Ready to take out,
like, in real life,
really
though.
excited. Like I said, it's just all about being up here because that's what, like, how do you differentiate yourself from everybody? Because
it's very saturated market.
No, for
Yeah.
sure.
You know
Everybody's a
what I'm saying? 'Cause
rapper.
before that,
It's
like,
easier to be a rapper.
Yeah, in high school I was a dancer. You know, I competed, went to studios and stuff like that. But it's like, boom, dancing here is a different thing. When you go to LA and dance, they
As a
be in there.
dancer.
Yeah.
1, 2, like it's just it's very intense, and that's
Yeah.
when you really just thrown into the fire, and it's just like, you know, what you gonna come out with. And so that's why I literally just rap about my real life shit, things that I do, like chilling with my homies and things like that, because I don't rap about over here killing nobody or, you know, stealing people's
fuck with that shit,
niggas or
too.
anything like that. Because
I
the
fuck
thing
with
is, I'm
that.
just trying to create like a universal sound, because the thing is, you got to think about it like this. It's hard for niggas to play female music in general. You know, niggas will sit in the club and bob their head to Bodak Yellow all day, but they're not finna get in the car and put it on.
Of course not.
I ain't gonna lie, I know a couple niggas just putting that on that
No. But I'm saying for real. So it's just like, you know, the thing is, it's like, okay, well, how do you? That's the thing. I had niggas in South Africa post a Russian cream video, Canada, like.
Hey, get
we
the
was-
world. No,
yeah,
take
that's
over the
all. I was
world.
like, we was,
Take
we
over the
was
world.
marketing, because, like I said, it's just once you get it up here, there's nothing. I have it set that I'm going to be like famous. I'm gonna be an
And I
artist,
feel
and
you.
there's
I
nothing
feel
that's
your
going
energy.
to
So go ahead.
deteriorate. You know, like there's nothing's gonna change my mind from that. Like I already know what I want. Like it's already set in stone, because I see like all my friends, everybody didn't graduate. I'm a 3-time dropout from college. Like I did not graduate. I dropped out every single time just because like I liked fast life. I like making money there, like right then and there. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like seeing all my friends graduate. It's like I had to really sit down and self-reflect. Like, what do I want out of life? What is one thing that makes me happy? What's one thing, you know? So it's what we on.
All right.
I fuck with it. Hey, salute.
I
Hey,
fuck
K-Ro.
with
I
it.
got one question, though, K-Ro.
Yeah.
When you get that PJ,
You on it?
Bruh.
Oh
no.
my God.
Not even- When you get that PJ, when you up, are you getting a face tat? You getting a face tat?
Okay. You
Look.
better not.
Okay, I ain't even gonna lie.
You
Look,
better not.
I'm not even gonna lie. Look, this is the thing. This is the thing.
I'm a supporter. Face tat.
No.
Get your face tat.
Oh, what the fuck? Look, Kayla's not my government name, everybody. No, okay. This is the thing about tattoos. When I was in high school, I told my mom, I was like, this is before I had, me and my mom, like, we cool, we like this. I'm able to tell her, like, whatever without having to sneak around, do anything. I told her before I even got touched, I said, hey, I'm going to get a lot of tattoos. I'm just letting you know. Because that's the thing, I'm sleeved up now.
Right.
And so she's like, as long as you're 18, I don't got, the thing is, I'll just always, like, tattoos just always been my thing. It's more, it's deeper than that. It's not just like, oh, let me get inked up, be cool, da-da-da-da. This is something that I've always looked into, like, since I was a little kid, and me just being covered in tattoos. Like, nah, I wouldn't, like, get my chest and nothing like that, 'cause I'm skinny. Nerd chest and stuff like that. But it's just, like, certain things, you know. But I would say how life has turned out, just working in corporate and things like that, I definitely wouldn't do anything like that right now. This would be a further thing, but I'm not gonna just
And when you get your first M, hit your face.
yeah,
Oh
no, he lied. No. The thing,
Yeah,
okay,
I'm
look, I'm not gonna say that I am, but I'm not gonna say that I won't either, because I'm not
Facts.
gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you like
Don't do
that. But
it.
it wouldn't be.
But
It
you
wouldn't
do
be
your
just like
model
a.
stuff, though. You do your model stuff, and
Right,
you're
but this
so
the thing.
good at
What that
it.
mean?
Don't
The thing
do
is,
a
the thing
tattoo
is,
on
the
your
thing, the thing
face.
is, look, you also got to think. You know how many people got tattoos that you don't even know?
They
'Cause
sure
they
do,
just,
and they
they
cover-
literally
they
just
got
cover
that
up makeup.
covered.
That's the thing.
That's true.
I'm
for
not
sure.
finna just sit here and tat half of my shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? It would just be like, that's what I'm saying. If that's it, that's an even if. Like, I don't have a face tat that I've been planning on getting or anything like that. But
Thank God.
yeah, no, I don't have
With
anything.
no
Yeah, no.
fucking Gucci
No.
ice cream cone on
No.
your shit.
Girl.
That's so
Okay,
funny you
yeah.
say that. No, I don't have one. But I'm just saying, I don't have that. But it's just funny that you said that. But yeah, no, that's definitely something. I just don't want to lie and be like, nah, I ain't. Then I come back on the sphere like
For
that
sure.
on hashtag, like, you know, for a couple months from now, and it's like, okay, I thought you
Big
said you
ass.
would.
Girl, you
Yeah,
better
yeah,
not.
shit.
I'm like, oh, this is
Oh my
stick
God.
on.
Don't do that.
Okay.
You can
But
wipe this out.
so we're gonna be on the lookout for your projects. We're really excited
Yes.
about them.
Yes, yes,
Definitely your visuals. I like them hoes.
Hey.
They're always legit.
You like to?
No, in real life.
You gonna
in real life.
love this shit. I'm finna
But just one more time, give us your Instagram and your YouTube so everybody that's watching know where to find you.
Okay, Instagram is gonna be Kayro, K-A-2-Ys-R-O-E. YouTube channel, K-A-2-Ys-R-O-E TV. Make sure you put a space, cause some Russian shit pop up when you don't. Also, my SoundCloud as well is K-Ro. Twitter is no K-Ro. So, yeah, just follow me, y'all. DM me, show love. Let me know what y'all think of what's out so far. I'm very interactive on my social media, actually. I talk to everybody. No, the thing is, how I look at it is just like this. It's like if you took, I'm a people person. And so I look at it like people just taking the time out of their day to sit here and tell me like, oh, I love your page or da-da-da-da. There's people who sit here give me paragraphs of, oh my God, you changed my life. And I'm just like, I'll sit there and have a conversation with them because it's like you took time out of your day to sit here and tell me how much you like my page or how much, you've been following me for so long and things like that. And it's just like, we're all just people. And I don't want anybody to feel like anything's unattainable. Because it's not, and they're like, when people say the thing like, oh, you don't follow back, things like that. The thing is, if I meet you in person and I know you really exist and you out here, I follow everybody back. Like, I don't care about this social media shit can be gone tomorrow. I don't give a damn about that shit. Like, I'm just being honest.
Right.
I take pictures and all that shit because, like, that's just a hobby of mine. Regardless, I could have 100 followers on Instagram and I'm still going to be taking pictures just because that's a hobby. It's always been a hobby. Like before I had anything, like, like I said, I'm building it now for my platform with music and everything like that. But it's just like, you never know what can happen tomorrow. And that's how I look at life. It's like, you never know what's going to happen. I just live it day by day. And you have to be optimistic about life because things change all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, oh, I want pizza right now. Tomorrow, I'd be like, oh, I don't want a fucking pizza. And it's that simple. Like, it's literally that simple. Things change all the time. So it's just like, you have to be willing to adapt and evolve, which is what we've been talking about this whole time. It's just evolving. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, evolution.
Hey, appreciate you. No,
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't think I was gonna like her. I thought she was gonna be on them bougie bitches.
I just ain't that friendly.
Y'all, let me tell you what Zane did. Let's tell you what he did. So he came into the little lounge over here, right? And we just sitting in there, me and the crew, we just sitting there. He walk in, like he sit down, and me, I don't know why, but I really am. It's just like I'm big on the vibes, I'm big on everything. He was like, man, I ain't gonna. He was like, I know that's the girl that's gonna be on the show, but I ain't gonna say that. On the regular smegular, I'm gonna give her the regular smegular treatment. But I was just like, I'm gonna talk to him.
I'm gonna keep it above with you. I was standing outside the building for like 20 minutes because security guard won't let me in, so I was just in bad. I was in a bad mood. Tiffany was like, he was like, I'm good.
Yeah, he shut me out too.
Yeah, no, that's why I was like, I peeped.
Yeah, no, he shut everybody out.
He was having a hard time. I peeped.
I'm just out.
Yeah, he's like, it's hot. First off, it's hot as hell
Yeah,
for anything to be going wrong.
Oh my God.
Like, nigga, you see me in here.
I'm
Like,
already not friendly, so like, when I'm in a bad mood, I'm just.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys.
That's me though. I always get the people that's not friendly. Like, you'll have like little silent Timmy in the corner that hates everybody. He'll talk to me. I don't know why. Like, it's really like it be like that.
Because you got good vibes in this home.
That's how it's about.
You guys, we really appreciate our guests coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Really,
for real,
really,
no, it was really nice to meet all y'all. For real, y'all cool people. Yeah,
no, for sure, for sure. We actually really love having you on. And you my girl.
Back when I get that PJ.
Yeah.
I'll be like, hey, so we y'all trying to take a ride? Yeah. Look, we ain't got no peanuts. We got actual food on here.
Wow.
Yeah, we gonna be doing crazy things.
So you guys, we actually have to go. We are well past our time again.
Thanks, Tiff.
Everybody that is still tuning in, thank y'all so much. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Of course, the full episode, if you missed some shit, it's gonna be up. We got snippets for y'all. Everybody gonna post them posts on their IG. So we all gave our IG. We're gonna give it again one more time for our roll the show out. And we want y'all to, follow us. Subscribe to the show. If you got comments, if you got questions, especially for our guest, she gave you all her social media platforms. Hit her, you know what I'm saying? But as we're getting ready to close out the show, I want to go ahead and let my co-host say their goodbyes to you, and then we're going to wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? It's time for us to get up out of here.
Hey, man. Look, make sure y'all follow me at Zane Top Me, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, all that, at Zane Top Me. We had a good show today. I appreciate K-Ro, you know what I'm saying? Coming in the studio and whatnot. I fuck with her vibes. Yeah. But, Chris gone.
Come on, Chris.
What's good, Chris?
Every time. So it's your girl, Chrissy Vet. You can follow me, the amazing, alluring academician, at Chershay_la_Chris. Don't try to do the amazing, alluring academician. That's the shit I call myself. It sounds really good.
Man,
but hit me there. Yeah. And K-Ro, you were dope. It's
Thank
shit.
you.
Goddamn Virgos.
No bullshit.
Hey,
I fuck with
Virgos.
K-Roll. I used to K-Roll some shit when I was in high school.
Virgos.
Wow.
Virgos make me drink.
Chris,
Wow.
what? Look.
All right, you
say
guys.
that.
Y'all know how I roll. Okay. Look.
All right, you guys. We appreciate y'all. It's your girl, Tiffany NoCo. Go ahead and hit me on the gram. Y'all know I like them ads. I'm real serious about them hoes. I'm going to interact with you on Twitter or on IG. Go ahead and
got
add
time,
the girl.
baby.
I
She
got
got
motherfucking time,
got
okay?
time.
If I don't, I'm going to make time for y'all.
Tiffany
But
be
we
ready.
appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. And y'all know what it is. Catch us each and every motherfucking Tuesday. And we always got some lit shit for y'all. But unfortunately, it's time for us to go. Catch y'all next week. Deuce.